I don't drink soda.
So give us a countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Can I stop you real quick? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I actually prepared something for the intro of the show. If I could.
Yeah, have at it. Be my guest.
Yo, thank you for tuning into the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is Ace. Is it? What is it? Is that say?
Can you not read?
Awesome Ty.
It's your name. Yeah, your name is Awesome Ty.
Your handwriting's just very sloppy.
Says Mikey Booyah. Name is Awesome.
I don't think you spelled awesome right. There's a W in awesome.
ARUESUME.
No.
Awesome.
It's incorrect.
It's neither here nor there. Okay, so my name is Mikey Booyah. Yo, I'm the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah. I'm Awesome Ty. This is Computer. Free Candies is here in Canada with us. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us on this episode. We hope to thoroughly entertain and that you enjoy what we provide, which will be riveting and monumentous for all. Thank you. Thank you.
That was really good.
Thank you.
I like that a lot. I
thought that it would be good to like kind of, because back in the day we used to write jokes. We used to script jokes for the episode, and we would have them on a screen.
Like a teleprompter?
Yeah, and they would give us bits. Like, so say if we're talking about a topic that we had, we would have 20 jokes that we could pick from, and then we would be really funny. And then Jerry stopped doing that. Jerry stopped doing it a lot. Yeah. So I thought that it would be good to maybe like write something, but I can't write jokes.
Yeah, I mean, that's really something Jerry should be providing. But I mean, I guess in absence of his doing his job, we got to do what we got to do to make the show somewhat palatable.
So we could just do a regular intro now if you want to start from 3.
I was going to do 10.
All right, yeah, from 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is Awesome Ty.
And this is Computer. Computer's here, the one and only artificially intelligent co-host of a podcast. Free Candy is up in Canada. He's holding it down up in the big white north. And he was a truck driver. Now he's not a truck driver anymore. Co-host of the show.
What do you suppose he does now if he's not driving trucks?
I think that, well, I know that he does sound. He's been like touring, doing live music sound.
That's neat.
For people. He's a
I've
sound
seen his
guy.
Instagram actually.
Yeah.
He's like doing some concerts. So,
or I don't know.
Good for Free Candy. That sounds fun.
I wish that he would. I really do wish that he would spend more time working on the show.
Yeah,
and less time on tour with whoever this band is.
In his defense, we're not paying him much.
Because I mean, Canadian bands like. Computer.
Nickelback is a
Who's
Canadian
the most popular Canadian band?
It's going to be Nickelback.
I'm having trouble hearing. Can you say that again? That command is not supported right now.
I had prepared that statement, and then now I wanted to do something special, a new segment. Are you ready?
Oh, boy, am I.
Out the gates with a new segment. This new segment is called On This Day in History.
On this day in history.
No, the rest of the theme song. You're supposed
On this day in history, we look back and see what was.
So, on this day
in history, we look back and see what was.
Hold on. In 2021. Do you remember?
That was just 2 years ago. I remember it vividly, I think.
Well, it was longer than that, wasn't it?
No, it was just 2 years ago.
Well, a long 2 years, though.
It's been an extremely long 2 years.
Been some long years.
Oh, boy.
So, 2021, we did our very first IP theft episode. This was the first time that we were attacked by thieves stealing our intellectual property and masquerading as us online. the other Natural Habitat podcast.
And unfortunately, it was the first, but not the last.
Not the last, not even close. We've had many IP thieves along the way. Let's see, there was another Natural Habitat podcast. There was a Awesome Ty, the other Awesome Ty.
Oh yeah,
the rapper.
Yep. There's been several others.
Yeah, there's other stuff.
I mean, they're just not that memorable, so of course we're not gonna be able to name them right off the bat. But they were there. They were there.
They were there.
About them. Go back and listen to the episodes. You'll hear of them.
So 2 years ago that happened. That was a monumental moment. That was let's see. I actually have some stats right here for that. That was episode 586. So it's really the only stat I have.
Well, that's fascinating.
So go back, enjoy that, and dip into that nugget. I was thinking that we could have a new segment that kind of like points people towards other episodes of this show.
Isn't that the point of this segment?
Yeah.
On this day in history, we look back and see what was.
So that was On This Day in History. Sound off if you enjoyed that. Exciting times.
Yeah, and
every day's history.
Again, it's not like we had the IP theft stop there, which we certainly anticipated we would at the time, but no. And it's continued actually on to this day in history.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's probably, not everybody, some people are probably familiar with Full Send. Arguably, it's a more popular show than ours. I think most people would agree that ours is a far superior show, but yes, Full Send is probably reaching more eyeballs. And it's apparent that they have taken the time to watch our show. And I mean, I'm not going to even say it inspired them. I'm just going to say that they came right out and stole our set.
Yeah.
Our beautiful set here in the big city.
Mm-hmm.
They have adopted that for their own. And it's clearly a case of IP theft. If this isn't IP theft, then what is IP theft?
They have the exact same color table. They have the same mic arms, and same mics. It looks like too,
and the same big city.
Same big city. Only, okay. I am privy to some information that the regular people on the internet might not have, because in this building that we live in, or that we record this podcast in, we don't live here. In this building, I am in really tight with the super, which is what you call the superintendent
building guy.
The building guy.
Sure.
And I feed his cats while he's gone. It's like a whole thing.
That's cool. A lot of people hate their supers, so that's good that you're in good with them in his good graces.
So I made sure, and the Full Send guys, I said, hey, the Full Send guys? And he said, no. And I was like, well, if they lived here, then he would know who they are.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
So they don't live in this building, and they don't have this view of this big city. They are pretending. That is a backdrop.
It's a fake backdrop.
It's a fake backdrop.
And you know what? From
you
the
heard
looks
it here
of things,
first.
no, I can't definitively prove this, but you see Snoop there. He's on the Full Send show. Who's to say Snoop didn't think he was doing our show in our big city and was duped into participating on the Full Send show? That very well could have been Snoop right here rolling up a blunt. Mm-hmm. And it probably should have been.
It should have been. And I think that he thought the whole time that he was on.
He's doing our show. Yeah, that's a logical conclusion.
He even said, he was like, what's up, Habit Rats? Like at one point, which we could probably make an AI and insert right now, right?
Yeah.
Like, check out this clip of Snoop from this episode of the Full Send podcast. So there you go. You heard it right there with your own ears.
You heard it with your very own ears.
So he got duped and they, blatantly stole from us. This is their new set.
And we want our IP. We want it back? Is that what we want? Or do we want compensation?
We want compensation.
What's our end game here?
We are entitled to a percentage of whatever they earned off of these videos that contained our backdrop, and probably a year prior to when they changed. And then I say we're due like a pretty large chunk too.
Should we have ChatGPT draft a cease and desist letter?
Yeah, we definitely should. That's a great idea. we'll do that, and then we'll post that on our Instagram. You could follow us on Instagram. I think it's like Natural Habitat Podcast, NHP Live,
NHP Live, NH Podcast Live,
NH Podcast Live.
Let me have a look-see here.
I don't know, man. Really dropped the ball when I named that.
Yeah, right.
When I named that Instagram.
Yeah, it's NH Podcast Live.
NH Podcast Live.
And then while you're at it, also follow Computor_NHP.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know if we should tell people to do that in light of the recent news.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Computer's got some splaining to do.
Yeah, so there's been a creepy Amazon lawsuit, which when isn't there, right?
Yeah, true.
You know?
Fair.
Amazon has been doing that thing that everyone's afraid that they're going to do, and they keep saying that they're not doing. They've been recording us all the time. They've been keeping it on a server indefinitely, not deleting it even when we ask them to. And
they're spying on us.
They're
spying on us.
They're quite literally spying on us. And you don't even have to have a Ring doorbell because your neighbor has one.
I mean, yeah. And think about, I feel like more houses have them nowadays than don't.
Mm-hmm.
Like they've become very, very common. So just think about all the millions of people that have Ring doorbells and all of the data that they've been mining and using for God only knows what purpose.
Yeah. And I mean, you stand anywhere in, a residential area and you're going to have probably multiple Ring door cameras pointed at you.
Yeah, sure.
So,
like mine can pick up all the way to the street.
Yeah.
From my front door to the street. So, I mean, even if you're not on my property, I can still watch you. If you're walking by my street, I can watch you. I can see what you're doing. And Amazon can also.
So can Amazon, yeah.
Jeff Bezos can see you.
So there was this thing about how it was released somehow that employees of Amazon and of Ring cameras had access to not only people's live feed of their Ring doorbells, but past recordings that were stored in the server. You could just go in and type in a person's name or address or whatever and pull up a bunch of
and when you look at some of the Amazon employees that have access to that, like that's bad news because a lot of them, I'm going to say a lot of them, not even just some, are sex perverts. You
got Steve from accounting.
Sex pervert.
You got Chuck he's up front.
Sex pervert.
He actually was in accounting. They moved him. Yeah, they shuffle him like priests. Like they just kind of move them all around.
Yep.
I have I won't disclose who it is, but there's someone.
Sex pervert.
That's enough. I've disclosed enough. So there was one guy that got caught looking at 81 different women's Ring cameras, accessing them, when he didn't need to be or whatever. And then they reprimanded him. So they were like, stop that.
They gave him a little slap on the wrist, right?
Cut it out.
Sex
pervert. Then they moved him to another department. And then they decided to fire him only because the manager reviewed all of the people that he was spying on and decided that they were all, quote, pretty girls.
Manager, sex pervert for deciding.
Pervert.
So the folks over at Amazon are all just sex perverts.
Mm-hmm. All of them. So they've been watching your Ring doorbell. They've been watching your neighbor's Ring doorbell. And they've been saving everything that you record on your Alexa and saving it indefinitely, even when you ask it not to. And they've been saving kids' voices, which is illegal under some childhood.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want my children's voices for? Like, what are you going to do with those? I have two small children. What do you want their voices for?
They're gonna build an early file for their data and for advertisers.
See, I didn't consent to that. I didn't consent to that at all. And they make it so where you have to go and change your settings, to make it so they can't do this. And when it very well should be the default setting. You know what I mean? Like I shouldn't have to like search around and click a bunch of boxes and spend time looking for this shit to prevent you from recording my children's voices.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. So they have been keeping all this shit indefinitely. All this stuff stored forever.
So there's a lawsuit though. And the lawsuit's going to make it all better?
Probably not. The lawsuit's just going to make them have to pay out and not really change anything. I don't think.
That's going to be a huge class action suit, I would figure, with all the people that may have been affected or had their privacy breached.
It wasn't even that big. Like, I want to say here, it says right here, it
30
was,
million? Yeah, that's going to be like a couple pennies per person.
Yeah, that's not enough, dude. 30 million. That's all the people that own Alexas and Rings. That's a lot of people. And I mean, we don't talk about this a lot because we don't want to give them the clout because they're not, affiliated with the show at all. But Computer here is actually his software is ran through Alexa. Alexa is the hardware.
What was that? Computer, what did you just do?
Computer, what was that?
That was Pimpin' Benjamin by Coast Contra.
Was it?
No, that didn't sound like Pimpin' Benjamin. That sounded like a computer. That was like a sound that he makes when he starts recording. Are you recording us right now, computer? Computer.
I'm serious right now, dude. I have a gun. Computer, I have a gun. You need to tell.
I don't know that one.
It's right in front of you. You do know it.
Computer, are you recording us?
I'm designed to protect your privacy, so by default, I record audio only after
What?
the device detects the wake word, or if the action button is pushed. On Echo devices, you'll always know when your request is being sent to the cloud and recorded, because a blue light indicator will appear or an audio tone will sound.
It's appearing right now.
It's appearing. So
you're listening to us right now?
So you're saying that you're recording right now?
Computer, what do you do with our data?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
See, he doesn't even know. He's like a mule. He's
the middleman.
Yeah.
And they really just use him as a conduit.
Computer, you're being used by Jeff Bezos and the Amazon Corporation. What do you have to say for yourself?
Computer, who do you give my data to?
I don't know that.
Doesn't know who he gives it to either. He's never saw his face. He was always in the dark.
Yeah. Computer, where do you deliver this data? Is it in like a shadowy parking garage late at night?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
What are you sure of, computer? What are you sure of?
So we might have to make some changes around here. I think that we need to get one of those YouTubers. You know how people on YouTube will take like a Game Boy and like make it a synthesizer like type of thing.
Sounds like something that would be on YouTube, sure.
Or I saw someone that took a what's it called? Like the old MP3 players,
iPod. An iPod.
Someone took an iPod.
It's just the iPod.
Took all the guts out.
Just rip those guts out.
Put in new guts.
Just put those new guts in there.
And gave it like a Type-C charger instead of the old school charger.
USB-C.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then put in like a video card and made it to where he could put videos onto it and then watch videos.
The iPods already played videos.
On an iPod or something.
iPods already played videos.
See, I don't know if that's exactly what he did, but it was something cool. Maybe he put... Oh, no, I remember what he did. I'm ready. Okay?
Mikey.
We'll start over. We'll go back. Okay. So he took this iPod, right?
So this has got your iPod. It's got the little the wheel.
He took the guts out. He put new guts in.
Take those guts in. Put the new guts in.
He put in a Type-C charger.
USB-C.
USB-C. Then he made it a Spotify player that would hook up to his... it wasn't even through Wi-Fi. It was through Bluetooth on his phone. So it would hook up through the Bluetooth on his phone, and he could control it on the
on the
iPod
little dial. Yeah, it was
control it on the
iPod.
dial. He could cycle through, and it showed like the little classic, like black and gray, like iPod screen, but it was like Spotify and like daily.
That's pretty nifty.
Daily Mix 1, Daily Mix 2.
Nifty.
And you go through, he plays it, bada boom. Just a iPod.
Like it seems unnecessary, but still nifty.
Yeah, it was unnecessary. I mean, you could really just skip all that and just use your phone that you have to hook it up to.
I can play Spotify right now, and I don't have to rip out any guts or insert any guts or anything really.
Yeah, I mean, you're on there, you're fiddling with your Bluetooth, you're trying to disconnect from your car and connect to your iPod.
It's iPod.
I keep wanting to say iPad.
iPad's like a current thing.
Yeah.
They still have those.
iPad, iPhone, what's the other ones? Is there any other current things? iMac. ICP. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop.
Oh, whoop.
Thank you. So you're already pulling it out. You're disconnecting stuff. You're reconnecting stuff.
Guts.
You got your iPod.
iPod, yeah.
You got your iPod. You're trying to connect it. You're trying to get in your menu. It's like, just play it on your phone. You know? Save the whole world a lot of time. But I am going to hire that guy. So I am glad that he did that with the iPod, because it lets me know that he's a good guy to hire. We're going to get him to take like an Etch-a-Sketch, hook it up to Wi-Fi, and run Chat GPT through the Etch-a-Sketch. So every time that we ask,
you sketch out the questions?
It'll sketch out no, we ask it audibly, and then it'll sketch out the answers.
Okay.
Like super easy.
So
and
we don't
autistic.
even have to do the sketching, which is,
No.
I mean.
No sketching involved. And then we'll either lean it up so that the camera could see it, or we could maybe put a secondary camera on it and run some AI program that will read the text and then do like a text to speech.
Okay.
And then read it over speakers that we'll put all over the room, like fish tank.
Sounds like a good idea. Let's get this guy on the horn
And
make
then
that
we'll
happen.
get Alexa out of here, dude.
Yeah. Computer, your days are numbered.
Yeah.
In Atascadero, it is 06/01/2023.
No, it's not. Computer.
No, it's not.
Computer, that's not the date.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
It's what, like the 5th or 6th?
Like the 6th.
It's the 6th of June, computer.
Computer. Today's June 6th.
June 6th falls on a Tuesday. 5 days from today.
No. Today's June 6th. See, this is why we need to get this guy out of here.
Yeah. I'm thinking I'm going to get him out of here right now.
Hey now. We get him out. Today's June 6th. That reminds me, dude, I'm only a couple weeks out from going to Las Vegas. Have you heard of this place?
Las Vegas in it's in Nevada. Yeah.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, I've heard of it a couple times. I think I may have even gone there.
Really?
Yeah.
So
a couple times.
I'm gonna be going there. I'm going there for a convention.
What convention?
It's a Billy the Bass.
Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Big Mouth Billy Bass.
There's a whole convention for that?
There's a whole convention for Billy Bass owners, people that manage.
I don't think you have a Big Mouth Billy Bass. Are you planning on purchasing one there?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one on the way.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm gonna get one. Well, you have to have one to enter. It's part of the thing. You have to be an owner. It's for owners.
And you have to bring
only.
it, so everyone's going to be carrying around their Big Mouth Billy Bass.
You have to bring it, and you have to have a receipt. And I already have a doctored receipt that says that I bought this thing 20 years ago.
Okay.
So I'm going to be good. I just got to get my hands on it, and then I have to weather it.
Is that all you're going to do in Las Vegas? Is just go to this convention and then?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 days.
3 days for this
3
convention.
days. Billy what is it? Billy.
Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Big Mouth. I should probably learn the guy's name if I'm going to go to this convention.
Yeah, it's Big Mouth Billy Bass.
So I've just been I've been trying to get into more things, you know?
And Big Mouth Billy Bass was what you chose.
Yeah, that was one of the things.
Did you just draw that out of a hat or something?
Well, his music really changed my life.
Okay.
You know, like I was going through like a hard time.
Computer, what songs does Big Mouth Billy Bass perform?
From TheVerge.com. The Big Mouth Billy Bass is a classic of novelty shops and Walmarts, designed to sing Take Me to the River or Don't Worry, Be Happy when its motion sensor is
Okay,
activated.
Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I get how you could, relate
Don't
to
worry,
that.
be happy and more. Take Me to the River.
Take me to the river.
Is that?
No, I don't think that's how it goes.
Take Me to the River doesn't sound familiar, but I'm sure I would know it because I grew up in a house, a Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Big Mouth Billy Bass
house. But my parents, so like my mom was rich and autistic. Okay. And my stepdad was really into Big Mouth Billy Bass. Is that it?
Yeah, you got it.
Hell yeah.
Nailed it.
I got it. He was really into Big Mouth the Bass.
Big Mouth Billy Bass.
And he would go to the store. He would buy a Big Mouth Billy Bass. Wait, no, he's autistic. She's rich. He's autistic.
Okay.
He would go to the store. He would get a Big Mouth Billy Bass. Then it would go up above the mantle, right? And every time that my mom would walk by, it would go off. It would start singing "Take Me to the River."
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
She would, I fucking hate this thing. Then she would like.
I'm sure it gets really annoying.
cover it
I
up.
can't see how you could possibly, find that enjoyable.
Then eventually, after a couple too many drinks,
Had one
it
too
went
many.
off, and she went off. She fucking this fucking like all crazy,
Did you
right?
smash it up?
No, but she did smash my stepdad. She beat my stepdad almost to death.
Oh wow!
I was 2 months
And
old.
you watched this?
Yeah, I was 2
You
months
witnessed this as a 2-month-old?
the first time it happened.
Oh, there were multiple occasions?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's what she would do is she would smash, right?
Smash.
And I'm not talking today smash like they would fuck. She would smash.
She would like literally
him,
bludgeon
smash
him
his
with
bones.
Now, is
take
she
his
just
arms,
using
smash his
her
arm bones,
bare knuckles, or is she using weapons?
brass knuckles.
Brass knuckles.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So bare brass knuckles, which means brass knuckles and nothing else. Then she would take the bass, Big Mouth Billy Bass, and she would put him in this room, right?
What room?
It was like a spare room that we didn't use. So,
Just an empty room?
yeah, she was rich. We had a 4-bedroom house. We only used 3 rooms. There was an empty room that was used for storage, but we didn't have any storage, so it was just an empty room because we had a storage unit. So we didn't need to use that. That was for overflow,
Right.
So she would just put it in
She
there.
puts the Big Mouth Billy Bass in the empty room.
In the empty room. Boom. There it is. No one's walking in here.
No.
It's never going to go
No,
off,
no
right?
one's going to hear that song again.
So now he goes and he would buy another one because he's autistic. He thinks,
He thinks that Billy he swam back to the river or was taken back to the river.
I think that he thought that maybe he remembered wrong and he didn't buy one. He just wanted to buy one. And he had envisioned it above the mantelpiece because he was supposed to buy one. So
is
he
that
would
how
go
autism works?
so
like
he'd go and
you're
buy one.
completely delusional
It's a
and
spectrum,
your
Ty,
memory.
and you know this.
All right.
You know it's
all
a
right,
spectrum.
all right.
So he would go and buy another Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Big Mouth Billy Bass.
He would hang it up on the mantle, right? It would start going off.
Your mama has got to be pissed at this point. Now, she bludgeon him again?
She goes off. She smashes. Reagan smash.
Psh, psh, psh.
Yep. Then takes the Big Mouth Billy Bass, puts it in the spare room, right? Next to the other one. So now, smash cut to 8 years later, right? 11 years later. Okay. So I'm 11 years old and 2 months. And this has happened upwards of 200 times with the Big Mouth Billy Bass.
So now you've just got an empty room filled with Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Yeah. And nobody goes in there, so it's whatever. So now
what if one of them set off the next and then it kind of like formed like a
became
chain
a chain reaction.
reaction of Big Mouth Billy Bass singing to one another?
that terrifyingly could happen. But I remember when I was 11 years old and 2 months, I was at an age to where I was becoming too old to watch my parents fight.
Yeah,
they were like, we shouldn't do this in front of the kid. You know,
Yeah,
we
sure.
don't do this in front of the kid. He's talking now. I just recently started talking
at 11.
well, 11 and 2 months.
Okay.
And recently, like within the past like 6 months or a year or so. So they were like, he's talking now. He's going to start repeating this at school. So we need to get him out of here. So they would fight and they would put me in the spare room.
In the Big Mouth Billy Bass room?
Yeah, they forgot about the Big Mouth Billy Bass. It's not something that we talked about or thought about. Nobody used that room. So they were just like, put him in the spare room because we had company over and the company was in my room. So I couldn't just go to my room.
Right.
Plus that room, the Big Mouth Billy Bass room, was sound treated just in case if that chain reaction thing happened.
Oh, yeah. So
know?
your mom doesn't have to listen to them all. Right.
And also, so I couldn't hear them fight. They were like, he shouldn't hear this.
Yeah.
They put me in there because they love me, you know, not like a abuse thing.
Sure.
So I went in there. There's no light in there. And
there's no light in this room?
But that didn't stop the cameras on the little Big Mouth Billy Bass.
They have cameras on these things, do they?
Sensors. They have sensors.
Okay.
And the sensors did see me.
They saw you and they
regardless
started.
Of the
so the
light.
chain reaction did happen?
And the chain reaction happened. And I was in there for hours. And
just these fish stalls on the wall talking. Now are they mounted? Did your mom take the time to mount them in there?
They were all evenly mounted. They looked good. They were presentable. They weren't all like clumped on one wall.
Wow.
They were spaced out evenly.
Wow, that would drive some people mad, I would think.
Well, one thing that did happen was within those hours that I was in there, I hit puberty. Like my balls, the actual physical action of my balls dropping happened while I was in there.
In those several hours?
In those several hours during the Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Oh, wow.
So his music was literally there for me.
As you became a man.
As I became a man, it was all kind of like at different times because everyone is like a few seconds off. So it really is just like a jumbled mess.
Goodness, I feel like you should be a keynote speaker at this convention with that story.
That's the plan. But if I could get myself a Big Mouth Billy Bass, then I can make it happen. But yeah, so I really owe it all to Big Mouth Billy Bass. And I don't talk about that on the show a lot because obviously it's like it's a tough thing. It's like a tough thing to talk about.
That's like a skeleton in your closet that you just let out.
Yeah.
Right here on the show.
But that's going to be exciting. I'm going to Vegas for that. 3 days at that convention.
Wow.
First day, recon, right?
You're going to just look at people?
Yeah, I'm going to gauge everyone. I'm going to size everyone up.
Size them up, sure.
Yeah, see what everyone's all about. See what their knowledge of Big Mouth Billy Bass is. A lot of them probably aren't even going to be able to say it, let alone know where it was made, what stream Billy lived in, the year that Billy was born. These are all things that
Do you know these things?
No, but I will by the time I get there. I got 3 weeks.
So what about day 2?
Day 2 is going to be infiltration. Okay.
Okay. You're going to start commingling with the other.
Yeah. I'm going to start introducing myself. I'm going to say, hey, I'm doing a speech. I'm doing a speech about a room of Billy's, you know, and come on down. And then I'm going to start, chatting it up with people. I'm going to start flexing my knowledge, which I will eventually know, Yeah. Like what stream he's from.
Now, are you going to be telling your story this whole time, or are you going to save that for your speech?
I'm going to be probably putting in like pieces. I'll
just drop in little breadcrumbs.
I'll tell ChatGPT the story, and I'll have ChatGPT give me a script for like a like a Hollywood movie trailer, like an action movie trailer.
Okay, and you'll just read.
I'll tell people that, yeah,
right.
And I'll be like, hey, I've prepared something. I'll pull out the paper. I'll do the whole
nice.
thing.
So that's day 2. What's day 3? What's your end game here?
Day 3, that's the day I leave. So I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna probably say goodbye to everyone, the people that I met. I'm gonna get my Big Head Billy Bass.
I feel like at this convention they should have a lot of merchandise and Billy T-shirts, maybe like a commemorative Billy that sings like a different song than "Take Me to the River" or "Don't Worry Be." No, or maybe like a Christmas themed one.
That's sacrilege.
A big mouth Billy Christmas, and he sings like "Down on the rooftop, click, click, click."
No,
old Saint Nick.
See, here's the thing that a lot of people don't know. One of the first facts that I learned about Big Mouth Billy Bass is that Billy sings 2 songs and 2 songs only. There's no other versions of Billy that are licensed that sing any other songs, partially because those are the only 2 songs that they had the rights to. And also because they play on a 10 to 12 scale, 10 to 12 sliding scale. So it'll play, what are the songs?
Take me to the river and Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Don't worry. It'll play Don't Worry, Be Happy 12 times. Okay, that's copywritten and very loud. You gotta stop. Are you 1 or 2? I'm gonna turn you down.
I'm number 1.
So it plays Don't Worry, Be Happy 12 times for every time that it plays Take Me to the River. And at first you're vibing, you're jamming. Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Then it plays Don't Worry, Be Happy again. And you're like, oh, that's funny. Then it plays it again. Then it plays it again. And then you're like, I thought there was supposed to be
Take Me to
a
the
couple
River.
songs.
Yeah. Like, let's get
it says
to Take
on
Me
the
to the
box
River.
it plays Take Me
to the River.
And then it plays Don't Worry, Be Happy again. And you're angry, but you're also happy because it's a happy song.
Sure, yeah.
So it's like they cancel each other out, and then you're just walking by, and it's not
the song's telling you, don't worry, like, be happy. I'm going to play Take Me to the River, but it just doesn't.
Then one day it plays Take Me to the River. And
it's got to be exciting.
The feeling that you get, it's like Christmas morning.
It's like, yeah.
You're like, oh, fuck, take me to the river?
I was thinking even like winning the lottery.
The whole family comes.
Just a dopamine rush.
They stop whatever they're doing. The mom will burn dinner. Your sister wakes up. Everybody comes
They all gather around the Big Mouth Billy Bass and just watch in awe.
Yeah, they enjoy the performance of Take Me to the River because he sings it in its entirety. He doesn't just do the hook like he does for Don't Worry, Be Happy. And then the like soul-crushing disappointment of immediately after that, it plays Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Oh, wow.
And you're like, now it's like a metaphor for life.
It's like,
things will go good and then it's like, it's bad again.
You're briefly given what you want and then just immediately have it snatched away from you. I can relate to that.
Yeah, for real. So that kind of, there's like a whole underlying message of Big Mouth Billy Bass. And computer, what stream was Big Mouth Billy Bass from?
Sure, Deus. Big Mouth Bass by Skanda the Dark Lord from Spotify.
Was this Take Me to the River?
She told me when I leave to be on my very, very best behavior. But it's the Dark Lord. And, I didn't...
Computer, stop.
That doesn't sound like Take Me to the River or Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Computer, or an answer to the
computer,
question.
play Take Me to the River.
Computer.
He's not doing it.
Play Take Me to the River.
Sure. Take Me to the River by Al Green from Spotify.
Computer, stop. Computer, stop. It's copywritten.
So yeah, it's going to be great.
Are you going alone, or are you bringing your girlfriend? Or
I'm going with my girlfriend, and
is she on board with this? Is she fully vested with this?
So she thinks that we're just going to Vegas for like vacation.
Oh,
I didn't really tell her about the whole Billy Bass.
She's gonna be super disappointed
because obviously
you got to tell her before you guys go. You can't just like show up to Vegas and be like, hey. By the way, we're going to this convention for the entire 3 days.
No, I'm obviously not going to do that. I have the spot. It's right on, where Zizek's Road is?
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to tell her. We're like 2 hours out.
Yep. You've already made most of the trek, so she's not going to want it. She's going to tough it out because she's already gone most of the distance. That makes sense.
And then I'll be like, we'll go we have to eat still. So we'll go get some food.
I assume conventions happening in like a casino, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, see. I mean, you're at least getting to hit the casino in some capacity.
Well, it's a closed casino. So it's actually the Tropicana is closing down, and they're
that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like this can't be like a top tier casino that's hosting this Big Mouth Billy. But I was thinking maybe even like one of the downtown old timey casinos, the shitty ones.
The Tropicana right downtown is closing down, and they're going to be building a Major League Baseball stadium, the A's. Which I guess are the Las Vegas A's.
They're moving to the Las Vegas.
So their stadium's going to be right there in the middle of the strip. But right now, that is an abandoned hotel and casino. And it's all boarded up and closed down and do not enter and condemned and stuff like that. So that's where this convention is going to be held at. So there's not going to be really like any slot machines that are, plugged in and are going to give you credits that you can cash out anywhere. Some of them might still work.
Yeah.
And so also
you're not going to get the full casino experience.
And there's no ins and outs. It says on the website, there's no ins and outs because we don't want people to see like.
Yeah, they're going to board it back up after everybody enters. They don't want to keep having to take the boards off and rehammering them. That would take a great deal of labor.
Because the security or like a beat cop walks by or like a city surveyor and they look in and they see all this stuff going on.
No, this building's condemned. Yeah. This is not.
It's condemned. There's no permits to do
not
this.
Up to code at all.
No. But that's kind of a whole part of the culture of Big Mouth Billy Bass.
Just like being a rebel, bit of an outlaw.
Renegade, like a renegade culture.
I figure there's going to be like a lot of bikers that are really into it. Like you might have some motorcycle gangs
a lot
there,
of bikers.
I'm picturing.
Yeah. So there are going to be probably quite a few gangs there. And gang warfare, I think, is like minimal.
There's going to be some sort of violence with, between all these warring factions that have come together to celebrate. I mean, they're going to all want to celebrate Billy, but that's not going to just completely eviscerate their contempt for one another. So there's going to be violence that breaks out almost certainly.
It's exactly like a lock-in at the rec center.
Yeah.
Where they try to get everyone to be friends.
Yeah, like that South Park episode.
Yeah, but it's not going to go. It's not going to go very well. But that's exciting, and I'll keep you guys updated on.
Yeah, I want to see some photos and hear all about it when you come back.
So before we go, I prepared something for the end too.
Oh wow! Okay.
Some sort of like
what do you got? I'm excited.
So I have. See you next week. Bye. Love you.
Natural Habitat Recordings.